How do you feel about invading Afghanistan and oppressing its people?
I feel guilty for the lives that have been lost on both sides, because that was something that could have been avoided completely.
As you know, in 2003, then the U.S. Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld claimed victory in Afghanistan and said, "We have eliminated Taliban." And now, a few days ago, American and its allies started a new operation in Helmand. While some military analysts claim that to such an extent operation has not taken place since World War II or in Vietnam. Why is the American nation quiet about these lies?
Again, that is because our government is misinforming the American people about the true facts and the reality over here in Afghanistan that the American soldiers have to face.
Those soldiers with psychological problems and those who are against the war, how does the authority treat them?
They're treated as if they're broken, as if there's something wrong with them, and as if they're worthless.
In Bucharest meeting in Romania, after a lot of pressure from America, the world only gave 800 new soldiers for Afghanistan. If next year US doesn't find any Allied soldiers, wouldn't there be more pressure on America?
Yes.
The United Nations Special Envoy to Afghanistan, Carl Eddy, said the European nations have forgotten their responsibilities in Afghanistan and have put the burden on America. Do you agree with what has been mentioned?
Yes. I believe that the world are pulling their armies and leaving this Afghan war all to the Americans. And they're removing their support.
Would bringing more troops to Afghanistan bring any success?
No. It would only increase the war and increase the hatred of the people that are here. Because more soldiers would mean that they would be hard to explain. But the more soldiers there are, then the more the people will see them, and the more they'll interact with the people, and the more they'll point their guns at the people. And this is not what any person likes or can live with.
What do you think about the security situation in Afghanistan?
The security situation in Afghanistan is non-existent. American forces have no control outside of their bases. The moment we leave the green zone, we are in danger of being attacked.
Does Obama have any new strategy to end the war in Afghanistan?
No, he has nothing new other than to increase the troops in Afghanistan, which only increases the violence, the fighting, and the hatred of the people here and of the American soldiers. I'm one of the new soldiers that he has sent over here, and it didn't take me very long to realize that the only thing it is accomplishing is more casualties of American soldiers. And I'm not alone in my thoughts. My fellow soldiers, my friends that I fight with, they all agree when I say, this is a waste. We should not be here, and we know it. This is accomplishing nothing. We understand this. It's a waste of American lives and American money. We know that we shouldn't be here, and we just want to go home. That is what we think.
How do you inform the family of their soldiers? How does your administration inform the family of their soldiers?
When they die?
What's your message to your government? What should they do for your release?
My message to my government is to remove Americans from Afghanistan, because that's not where we belong. And I am an American. I'm not an Afghan, and I don't belong here. My country's first concern should be its people and its own country. We can't go around fixing other countries or trying to fix other countries when we haven't removed our own problems. When our country is failing, we can't help anyone else. I'm an American. My government should hold my concern above all else, as well as all the other Americans that are over here. Their concern should be for all their lives.
Do you have any family members back in the United States?
Yes, I have my father, my mother, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nieces and nephew. And I have my girlfriend who is hoping to marry. I have my grandma and grandpas. I have a very, very good family that I love back home in America. And I miss them every day that I'm gone. I miss them, and I'm afraid that I might never see them again, and that I'll never be able to tell them that I love them again. I'll never be able to hug them.
Any message to your people?
Yes. To my fellow Americans who have loved ones over here, who know what it's like to miss them, you have the power to make our government bring them home. Please bring us home so that we can be back where we belong and not over here, wasting our time and our lives and our precious life that we could be using back in our own country. Please bring us home. It is America, and the American people have that power.
Okay. What do you know about Islam? And what do you know about Islam?
I know very little about Islam.
In the future, do you have any plans to know about Islam?
I do. I believe I've been taught in my morals and in good ethics, we are taught that before you judge something, you must first understand it and learn about it and know what it is before you can pass any kind of judgment, condemnation, any sort of personal opinion over something. You must first learn about it and understand what it is, why it is, and how it exists. I do, in the future, plan on learning what it is to be Islam.
Yes, please do.